Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we love nothing more than really getting under the skin of the beautiful game.
Absolutely.
And today, we are diving headfirst into one of, if not the biggest Premier League matches of the season so far. Arsenal versus Manchester City?
Yeah.
I mean,
it was always going to be big.
This one was just electric, wasn't it?
Oh, from the very first whistle.
And we've got
the atmosphere was palpable.
We've got all the ingredients we always love to really get stuck into for this one. The match highlights, we've got expert analysis from you.
Of course.
Wouldn't miss it.
So we're all set, I think, for a really juicy deep dive.
We are. It was more than just a game, it was a real tactical chess match.
Wasn't it both sides playing for more than just the 3 points, I think?
Yeah.
And I think that was obvious even before kickoff.
Yeah, you could just feel it, couldn't you? that big match feel.
Oh, absolutely.
We knew going in, obviously, this clash was being kind of labeled a potential title race decider.
Which is crazy this early in the season.
I know, and it's only September.
It's madness.
But Arsenal coming in hot on City's heels.
Yeah.
Both teams, in top form.
Absolutely firing.
It's really exciting, actually. I mean, you could cut the tension with a knife before the match. So let's set the scene a bit. What was the sort of pre-match chatter from your perspective?
Well, I think, all eyes were on the Emirates.
Rightly so.
Rightly so.
Yeah.
And you've got Manchester City, the reigning champions, a team that, let's be honest, just seem almost unbeatable at times.
They really do.
Facing an Arsenal side that have been, absolutely rejuvenated under Arteta.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
Come on.
This is a team that hasn't won the league in almost 2 decades.
I know. Crazy.
But they were carrying themselves.
Yeah.
Like true contenders.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So the big question on everyone's mind was,
come on, let's have it.
Could Arsenal finally break their duck against City?
It felt like.
Make a statement. Or would Guardiola and his men,
just do what they do.
Just assert their dominance once again.
Yeah.
It was fascinating.
What a first half it was as well. Just incredible. Right from the get-go, the goal started. Just flying in.
It was relentless, wasn't it? End-to-end stuff.
Haaland, of course. I mean, what can you say?
Come on.
Stole the show early on. His unbelievable, his 100th goal for City.
100.
100.
100 goals.
In typical fashion. I mean,
what a player.
I mean, that's a testament to him, obviously, his finishing, but also
of course,
to City's almost telepathic ability, I think, to create those high-quality chances. Did you see that one coming?
Classic Haaland.
I know.
Wasn't it? I mean, but I think more than that, it was just vintage Manchester City. That patient buildup that they do so well, the way they just draw the defense in.
Yeah.
And then, boom, that killer pass.
And then he's there.
To unlock the back line.
Textbook City?
Textbook City.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And just when you thought, okay.
Here we go again.
This is it. Here we go again. City are just going to steamroll another opponent.
As they do.
Arsenal hit back and
That's what I love about this Arsenal team now.
I know. Calafiori's equalizer. What a moment. I mean, the technique. The precision, the audacity to even attempt that shot. I mean, tell me you went on the edge of your seat for that one.
Stunning goal. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets really interesting. I think this wasn't just a lucky strike. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
This goal highlighted a real crucial tactical shift that Arteta has implemented at Arsenal.
Okay.
They absorbed that early pressure. And instead of crumbling, which, let's be honest, they've done in the past against these big teams.
They've crumbled, haven't they?
They've crumbled. They responded with this lightning-quick counterattack.
Yeah.
It was like...
Whoa. I mean, it was gone before you knew it.
It was like, where did that come from?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just showed a level of confidence and composure that, frankly, we just haven't seen from Arsenal in years.
No, I know.
Years.
It's a different Arsenal, isn't it?
Different class.
Yeah.
Night and day.
You're right. It really did feel like a different Arsenal side out there. And then, of course, the second half brought a whole new dimension to the match. The red card.
Oh, yeah.
The red card completely shifted the momentum.
Yeah. Big decisions, weren't they?
Weren't they?
Big decisions. And it forced both managers to kind of rethink their strategies. Do you want to sort of talk us through that moment?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, look, Whether you agree with the referee's decision or not.
I mean, come on.
It's football, isn't it? And people are always going to be debating these things.
Of course they are.
Until the cows come home.
That's it.
But there's just no denying that the red card was an absolute game changer.
It was massive. It was
Massively.
Yeah.
Suddenly, City had this numerical advantage on the pitch, which obviously plays into their hands, right?
Right, yeah.
But they then also had to find a way to break down this well-organized Arsenal defense who, let's be honest, were now quite content to sit back, soak up the pressure, and just hit City on the break.
They were happy with that one.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's where I think, I mean, you tell me, but that's where Arsenal's tactical discipline really shone through, wouldn't you say?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, even with 10 men.
Yeah.
They defended so resolutely, frustrating City at almost every turn.
They did. They really did.
And Arteta, this is why he's building something special there.
Yeah.
He deserves immense credit for how he sets up his team.
Sure.
Especially, I mean, that second half.
Yeah, yeah.
They went into this incredibly disciplined low block, which, for those who maybe,
explain that. Go on.
Don't watch as much football, they essentially dropped deep.
Right.
Compressed all that space.
Yeah.
Made it incredibly difficult for City to find those pockets.
Yeah.
They usually thrive in.
That's what they love to do.
Exactly. But they just couldn't find it.
They couldn't get into those little,
It was so impressive.
It was like watching a master class in defensive organization, honestly.
It really was.
City kept probing, though, didn't they? They kept sort of, trying to find a way through. But Arsenal, they held their nerve.
They did. And you know what?
Yeah.
Alongside that, you've got to mention the individual performances within that structure as well.
Yeah, go on.
Raya in goal.
Come on.
Phenomenal. Pulling off some, honestly, crucial saves.
Big saves.
Big saves. Big saves.
Yeah.
And then you've got Gabriel, you've got Saliba.
Oh, immense.
Absolute rocks at the back, throwing their bodies on the line.
Whopper defender.
Making those last-ditch tackles.
Love it.
Honestly, they were immense. Yeah. Immense.
They were immense. It was a true team effort. But you're right. I mean, those individual performances, especially under that kind of pressure, speaks volumes about the character.
Yeah, absolutely.
In this Arsenal side.
Character, the desire, they wanted it.
They wanted it.
But City, though.
But then
City are relentless, aren't they?
I was going to say they're relentless. City, they just
keep pushing.
They keep going.
And they found that equalizer.
I want to talk about it.
It was unbelievable.
Dramatic finish.
Honestly, heartbreaking for Arsenal.
I know.
Exhilarating for City.
I bet it was.
And for us neutrals.
Yeah.
Edge of your seat stuff.
I mean, honestly.
Just unbelievable.
Yeah.
That late goal from Stones,
Yeah.
It epitomizes City's never say die attitude.
They just do not know when they're beaten.
They don't.
Do they?
They just don't.
Oh.
Even when things aren't clicking for them.
Yeah.
They find a way.
It's almost like they expect to score.
Yeah.
No matter the circumstances. It's almost like it's written in the stars. It's like, that's daunting for any team, I think.
Yeah.
Facing them.
Of course.
But for Arsenal to hold their own.
To do that.
Against the champions, even with a man down.
For a long time.
I know, a significant portion of the match.
Yeah.
That's a confidence booster, isn't it? It's got.
Oh, massive, for sure.
So let's talk kind of bigger picture for a moment.
Okay.
We came into this deep dive knowing the stakes. Many were calling this a potential title race decider. What's your take after witnessing that clash? Did it kind of change your perspective at all on either team's title credentials?
You know what? Yeah. What this match showed me is that we're in for one hell of a title race.
Oh, I think so.
This season. This season's going to be special.
Yeah.
We already knew, I think, City would be up there, wouldn't we?
Of course. Yeah.
They're the benchmark. They're the team to beat.
Yeah.
But Arsenal, they've proven they can go toe-to-toe with the very best.
They showed it, yeah.
Even when the odds are stacked against them, which, let's be honest,
they
were in that second half.
Yeah, they were.
And, this wasn't just about the result for me.
It was more than that.
It was about the statement it made. Arsenal are for real.
It was a statement, yeah. They announced themselves as genuine contenders.
Oh, 100%.
Didn't they? They really did. So let's kind of break it down a little bit. What will it take for either of these teams to go all the way this season to lift the trophy come May?
Well, I think for City, it's about, as always, maintaining that relentless consistency.
Of course, yeah.
They're a machine.
They are a machine.
There's no doubt about it.
No.
But even machines can falter, right?
They can.
So the key for them, I think, will be to navigate the inevitable bumps in the road.
Which they will.
Which they will.
Yeah.
To grind out those results.
Even when it's not pretty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even when they're not firing on all cylinders.
And for Arsenal.
Yeah. I think it's about proving that they can maintain this level of intensity.
Right.
Tactical discipline, week in, week out.
It is relentless. Your Premier League, it's brutal.
It is absolutely brutal. They've got the quality.
Yeah.
They've got that belief now.
Yeah.
But the Premier League is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, that's the saying.
Can they sustain this? That's the big question.
That's the big question mark.
It is. But one thing's for sure, right?
Yeah.
Both of these teams
are
going to need to find solutions for the challenges the other one poses.
Right.
We saw how Arsenal frustrated City.
Yeah.
How their defensive solidity.
That almost won them the game.
Almost earned them all 3 points. And Pep, being the tactical genius he is.
Come on.
He'll be analyzing that.
He won't have liked that.
No.
He won't have liked that one bit.
He won't have liked that one bit. He'll be looking for ways to unlock that defense in future encounters.
Yeah.
And Arteta would be well aware that City are going to come at them even stronger next time around.
Oh, 100%.
So, yeah, it's going to be fascinating.
Oh, it's going to be fascinating, isn't it?
Can't wait.
To watch this tactical battle unfold over the course of the season. You know what?
Yeah.
This whole discussion has got me thinking.
Yeah.
If you were in Arteta's shoes right now,
okay,
looking ahead to that return fixture.
At the
Etihad, yeah. How would you approach it? Would you kind of stick with that same game plan?
It's a tough one, isn't
it? It's a thing, because it almost worked.
It so nearly did.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
At home? Or would you try and think, no, we've got to do something completely different at the Etihad?
You see, I think he knows he can't just replicate that same approach.
No.
And expect to get the same result.
Pep will have.
Pep will be ready.
He'll be
analyzing every single...
He'll be pulling it apart.
Detail.
Yeah.
Every pass, every movement from that first match.
Yeah, it's like a
chess match,
isn't it? You're constantly having to adapt.
100%, yeah.
Anticipate your opponent's next move.
And with a manager like Pep, it's a different level, isn't it?
Oh, he's a different era.
Constantly innovating, constantly one step ahead.
Yeah.
It makes that challenge even more daunting.
He's playing chess. The rest are playing checkers, aren't they, really?
It really is. But in saying that, Arteta, he's shown...
He's no mug.
He's no slouch when it comes to the tactical side of the game.
Yeah.
He'll be looking for those little subtle adjustments.
Oh, he'll be thinking he never stops.
That could give them the edge.
Yeah.
Maybe a more aggressive press.
From the off, yeah.
Yeah, from the start.
Yeah.
Or maybe exploiting different areas of that pitch where City might be a little bit vulnerable.
It's going to be, honestly, I cannot wait.
The tactical possibilities.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see how...
Mouth-watering.
How both managers approach that rematch at the Etihad.
Oh, 100%.
It's going to be electric.
Box office.
But for now, we've reached the final whistle on this deep dive. A huge thank you to you.
As always, pleasure.
For sharing your incredible insights.
Anytime.
It's always a pleasure.
It's great to be here.
Picking your brain on the beautiful game.
Love it.
And to all our listeners, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. As always, we hope you enjoyed it. We hope this has given you maybe just even a little newfound appreciation, perhaps, for the tactical nuances.
The dark arts.
It's
beautiful, isn't it?
That often go unnoticed in a game, let's be honest. As fast-paced as football. It's hard to keep up sometimes.
Oh, it is, yeah. It is.
But keep exploring, keep asking those questions, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive for another thrilling analysis.